Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tim and I run this channel here to show you tips and tricks on some social media. And today I am going to talk to you about the insights on Instagram. So as you can see, I am going to open up my Instagram, and the account that I'm using on this channel is called SPD Viral. It's a viral page and a viral niche that I started to drive traffic to a brand that me and my co-founder have started called SPD. So Instagram is a very, very effective tool that allows you to reach a lot of people for very little money. In fact, on this page itself, we have spent $0 on this page and we have reached a lot of people. So I want to go into depth a little bit more about the insights on an Instagram page. Now, when you turn your personal page into a business page, you can actually get some statistics so you know where people are seeing your posts. So for example, if I'm looking at this post here that has 14,266 views, you'll see the insight button, view insight button. So when your Instagram page is a business Instagram page, and I will go into how to convert a personal page into a business page on a different video. So please consider liking this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel because I will be offering you more and more tips and tricks on Instagram and other social media platforms. But this one we're talking about Instagram and how we can see the traffic that's being brought to our page. So again, this one here has 14,266 views. Just to show you a little bit more about my page and to show you I know what I'm doing. This video has 19,817 views. This one is approaching 17,108 views. Then we got here approaching 23,737 views. So as you see, I have posts on here that are considered viral. I consider anything over 10,000 views viral in my opinion. And Instagram does favor videos, so you'll see my page here has primarily videos. I'm finding that a lot of people on YouTube don't actually show you the page that they're working on. So what I like about what I'm doing here is I'm actually showing you the page that I'm working on, that I work on daily. I don't spend a whole lot of time on it, but it is doing its job. It is driving traffic to our page, it's driving traffic to our brand. It's giving us awareness, again, with $0 spent. So, I just want to show you guys some of the results I've been getting. Again, 17,651 views. And these are not bot views. These are not power views. I'm sure that they would be a lot higher if I chose to do that. But at this point in time on this page, I do not use power likes or power views. This is all organic, based on hashtag research and based on pulling viral content and studying based on insights what time of day I should be posting this material. So again, I find very little people willing to show you their Instagram page and go over it like this. And what I like about this is I have posted a few videos already. I have tested them by watching them on YouTube. And what I like about the videos on YouTube is when you watch it on your device, it actually takes over your phone. So I get full screen on your phone. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, click the expand button and it'll fill up your whole phone and you can see me navigate your screen just like you were doing it, but without doing anything at all. So again, I want to go into the insights of this page on some of my posts so I can explain to you exactly what the numbers mean and how you can make it work for you. So there's a couple ways you can look into the insights. Like I was showing you, if you went into here, you see the view insights button at the bottom left hand corner. It's highlighted blue. If you click on that, you'll go into some of the insights and some of the statistics on this actual post. You can also promote these posts. Of course, when you're in a business page, you can also promote the post. I have chose not to promote any post on this page whatsoever. I've read mixed reviews about promoting posts on pages. If Instagram is giving you the exposure and giving you the traffic that you need to build your page, you shouldn't, in my opinion, use the promote button, because once you start using the promote button, you start sponsoring the ads, they're going to limit your organic reach, because now you're a paying customer and they're not going to reward you with organic reach when you're already paying for reach. So in my opinion, I don't know if that's true or false, but in my opinion, that's what I've found out based on my research, that if I choose to use and promote any of these posts, my organic reach is most likely going to be lower. So again, we have a few posts here. Again, 14,000 views there. We have 19,000 there. 17,000 there. 23,000 there. We do have some smaller ones here at 14,000. We got a 5,600 here. This one's running at 6,800. But you see, for the size of page, it really isn't doing too bad. But there is a post on here that I really want to go over with you. And as you see here, this page only has 758 followers. Okay, it's a fairly new page. It's building, it's growing. As you see, I use my page to sell things, of course, because we want to monetize our pages and we want to drive traffic to our brand, which in fact is SPD. So as we grow our brand and as we grow our influencer pages, you want to monetize it and you want to try to obviously sell things and make money off of it. So now to get into the post that I truly want to show you the insights on. It's this one right here. It has 77,174 views, which is growing daily. And I want to go into the insights of this post so I can show you how powerful getting a bunch of organic views on your post, getting a lot of eyes on your post has to whatever you're trying to build. If you're trying to build an influencer page, if you're trying to brand yourself, if you're trying to, break into a niche or a category, a fashion niche, a fitness niche, a health niche, a beauty niche, whatever it is that you're trying to do, Instagram right now is so powerful. You get so much organic growth that it's amazing. Now, I don't think that's going to last. Of course, Facebook owns Instagram. And Facebook did get a lot of organic reach back in the day on their business pages. Now they don't. This seems to be following the most similar pattern right now, where they really give you a lot of views and a lot of reach and impressions on a business page. But I'm certain if history repeats, it will repeat itself. Same thing's going to happen with Instagram as probably did Facebook, where business pages get little to no reach at all. So on this one here, again, we have 77,174 views. So I'm going to click on the View Insight button. When you do that, these stats come up first, okay? So we have, going from right to left, we have 3,100K or 3.1K saves. So what that means is, out of those 77,000 views, we had 3,100 people that chose to save this video. So whether they chose to save it to copy it, whether they chose it to save it for their own enjoyment, whatever the case may be, 3,100 people saved this video. Next one over, we have 54 comments. So we have 54 comments on this post, which seems quite light considering there were 77,000 views on it, but people watched it, they've saved it, they didn't necessarily have to comment. But over to the very left with the hearts is 8,300 likes on this video. So out of those 77,000 views, 8,300 people have liked this video, which is great engagement. If you think about that, between all three of those, you have well over 11,000 interactions on your post. 11,000 people were hitting those buttons. Now, some of them could have been duplicates. They could have been the same person that liked it and saved it and commented. But for argument's sake, you have 11,000 people, in theory, have interacted with your post. And that's monstrous, really. That's just shows you, how many people can actually engage with your content free of charge. Again, I didn't pay a cent to do any of this. I didn't use power views. I didn't use power likes. I didn't hit the promote button. This is all organic. So the bottom right-hand corner, 134,020 reach. Oh, I hit it again. Sorry about that. And then I got 147 profile visits. So profile visits means that someone actually went to my actual page up front and they just checked me out, basically. See if the page is worth following. What's it about? Who we are, what we do. And again, we filled up every piece of space we can because I like to consider all of this retail space. So we've utilized the IGTV, which I'll cover on another video. And we've utilized our highlights because we have a theme going on there. All of this in the bio is right to the letter. Every letter they give us to do, use, we've used it. And we've utilized the link in the bio. And we've utilized everything we can on this page to drive traffic to our brand. So, again, going back to this, 147 people have checked us out, basically creeped us to see what we're about and see if it's maybe worth a follow. Now, to expand on this, what you do is you flip up. And this gives you a lot more information that you really should be studying if you really want things to really churn for you and get going. So, as you see at the top here, the post was posted on October 1st, 2018 at 11:11 p.m. and that's when this post was posted. So from that point on, the post just took off. Okay, so again, we had the 147 profile visits. We got one person that clicked on the email. There's that 134,020 accounts reached. 99% weren't following. That's huge. Now, you'll see a lot of videos on YouTube that'll talk about the Explore page. I'll get into that on another day. But as you see, out of this post, we received 82 follows. So we received 82 new followers just off this post alone. The reach, again, is the same, 134,020. Impressions, 150,069 impressions on this post. So impressions simply mean it goes in conjunction with the accounts that are reached. Excuse me. So it really shows you, again, that, how many devices, how many people are actually were basically affected by your post, that reached your posts. So then Instagram breaks it down from where these people came from. On this post specifically, you have from Explore, from Home, from Profile, and from Other. So here we have from Explore, and again, it's usually anyone's goal in Instagram to get on the Explore page, okay? Getting on the Explore page is basically one of the bucket list items that every Instagrammer, and maybe yourself if you're watching this and you want to learn more, wants to do. You want to get on the Explore page. You want to be on that page. You want to be part of the top, 9 posts on an Explore page for people to actually see. That gives you the best exposure that you can get organically on Instagram. So if Instagram is digging your post and they really wanted to push it, and the algorithm is telling them that everyone's interacting with that post, they're going to push it to the Explore page where there are a lot more people are going to see it, obviously. So 69,563 people saw this post from the Explore page. 230 people from Home, which means basically the followers on this page, which wasn't very many as you saw, because we're just getting this page started. So it's going to be exciting to see where this page goes. It's going to be exciting to share with you the results of some of these big posts, because we're going to have a lot more bigger posts coming up, and I can't wait to share it with you. But for the sake of this video, 69,563 people came from Explorer, 230 came from Home, and 42 people came from Profile, and 80,000 people came from Other. Now there's a little bit of a debate what other means. I've heard people say that Other means another Explorer page, like an Explorer page in a different not a different platform, but a different language type thing. So there's a little controversy around what other means. For the sake of this post, I don't care. It drove traffic. It drove 80,000 people to, this post, and it really pushed this post to get the 77,000 views. So wherever other might mean, I've heard it means just other Explore pages. Maybe comment down below if you happen to know what other means. If you've done your research, maybe you can offer me some insight on what other means. But that's what I've heard it does. Other just means other Explorer pages, like a Spanish one or an Italian one, or whatever the case may be. So there's a big breakdown of what each of these mean. Now that you're watching this video, you got a better understanding of what these insights are, but you can only do it again if you have a business Instagram page, and I will go into how to turn a personal page into a business page on a different video. So again, consider liking this video, consider subscribing to this channel for those future videos. I do have one on how to get viral. I'll put the link in the description to that video so you can take a look at that. But I do show you in that video a tool that you can use to get your post to become viral. Now, if you don't necessarily have my video on hand and you want to refer back to what these insights mean, you can always click on Understanding Your Insights on this page. So it tells you impressions, the total number of times your post has been seen. Now, you've got 77,000 views, and they're saying impression is 150,000. That means how many times they've seen it. So what they're doing, they're splitting up the amount of times that people have actually engaged with your video and actually watched more than 3 seconds of your video, and they're counting people that have seen it kind of in passing on their Explore page. Okay, reach, the number of unique accounts that have seen any of your posts. Profile visits, number of times your profile was viewed. And follows, the number of accounts that started following you. So this information is super useful so that you know what's working, what might not be working. So what I gather from something like this is that we nailed it with our hashtags. We nailed it with the content. We nailed it with the time of day it was posted. So my time, it was 11 p.m. at night. Now, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm in Eastern Standard Time. Or, sorry, Atlantic Standard Time. Sorry about that. Atlantic Standard Time. So, I'm 4 hours different than the West Coast. So, if it's 11 o'clock for me, it's 7 o'clock in California, for example. So, I probably posted this at the right time, being that it may be late for me, but it's early pretty much for the rest of the continent. So that probably helped a lot. But you know what? Because it worked at 11 o'clock at night for me, I'm probably going to stick to that, and I'm probably going to post at that time again because it worked this time around. So that is a little bit more about the insights of these posts. Now, that was a monstrous one. You can get these insights from any post. Say if you go into here, you see the same thing. 82 saves, 32 comments, 1,200 hearts, reach, profile visits, so on and so forth. Well, let's use this for example. Now, not only did this one hit the Explore page, but 10,000 people came from hashtags. And again, I'm going to go into hashtag research on a different video, so stay tuned for that. Have a look for that, because I will go into what we did to go into hashtag research and how to properly use hashtags. Let's pick another post really quickly. Same thing. 231 saves, 144 comments, 2,400 likes. Then you got hashtags. See, this one here didn't necessarily make the Explore page at all, but the hashtags were on point, and we got 38,000 people that came in off of hashtags. So as you see, insights can give you a real good gauge or understanding of where your people are coming from. Earlier on, excuse me, when we started this page, we got hashtags again. So we nailed it with our hashtags in that one. The one last component I want to show you about insights is if you go here to the three lines at the top and you go to insights. And this is going to tell you a lot more information about who your followers are, where they're located, and what time of day they're actually online. So as you see here, from October 4th to October 10th, we have a graph that shows us every day of the week. Our posts and impressions went down quite a bit. I did have a little issue with Instagram for at least, let's say, 3 or 4 days. I have that corrected. I have a fix for that, and I'm actually going to be making another video with regards to that, because I learned a lot about being locked out of a Instagram account. So while I'm talking about it, if you've ever been locked out of your Instagram account, I'm going to be doing another video on how to get back in. But that definitely is for a future video. So I did lose 3 or 4 days just based on that. So our impressions and reach did go down. It did suffer a little bit. But under here, you have activity, you have the content, and then you have the audience. Okay. So under activity, you got 372 actions were taken. It tells you what happened on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Our profile visits are up. Website clicks are up by 1, and our email are 1. So in total, we had 93,000 accounts were reached. 93,361 accounts were reached. If you think about it, that's huge, right? 93,000 for free. Free. Like, again, I didn't spend a dime on this, right? So our reach was down 14,000. Our impressions were down. But again, I was locked out for 3 or 4 days. So that really made a big difference. Content. This really gives you an idea on, the effectiveness of your posts. So the one I just showed you is our best post so far, but the account hasn't been open for very long. And it shows you right down the line from the best one to the worst one where we stand as far as your posts. So you can really learn a lot from this, because on the ones that are doing very well, you can study exactly what you did and you can just try to repeat it. And if you repeat it over and over again, your chances of having them perform the same way increases. Excuse me, there's a frog in my throat today. And lastly, before I let you go, is the audience. So we're up 13 followers which really isn't a whole lot. But again, it's a very new page. We have 758 followers. It tells us the location is Moscow, London, Dubai, New York. The age range of the people following us is 18 to 24, 25 to 34. So really what you can do to make this work for you is you can curate your content to speak to these kind of people. So once you find out what's working as far as your content goes, you can just make more and more of it to cater to your audience. Because probably right from the outset, these are probably the people that got your posts going in the first place. 65% men, 35% women, and then it tells me during what time of day is the best day that they're going to be online and what days of the week they're mostly online. So going into a Thursday, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. are going to be the best. So that's when I'm going to want to post at least 2 posts, if not 3, between those hours. Between 9 and 3, I'm going to want to bang out 2 or 3 posts during that time, because that's when the followers on this page are highly active or most active, and they're probably going to push whatever post we put on the page the most. Now again, I'll still do them at nighttime because obviously we had real good luck with a post at 11 o'clock at night. Days of the week, as you see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday is real quiet. The days that really work on our favor is Mondays and Wednesdays. So that is a complete overview of what insights mean on your Instagram business page. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit long because there's a lot to cover. I may do a part 2 to this, where this one was quite lengthy. But I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider liking the video. Please consider subscribing. And we will see you at the next one.